It's Tuesday morning, the 14th of, or Tuesday afternoon, the 14th of October. It's a little after 2:30 in the afternoon. Mark and I have been reading through the book of Genesis. Today we're going to read through Genesis 11. And the thing that's so remarkable to me is how quickly the people began to become corrupt after the flood and began to make their own plans against God's will, and He certainly moved in. The whole earth was of one language and of one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber, and Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begat Peleg, and Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and begat Reu, and Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 230 years and begat Serug, and Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and begat Nahor, and Sehor lived after he begat Nahor 200 years and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years and begat Terah, and Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years and begat sons and daughters. Notice how the length of life is going down. And Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nerah, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Nerah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nerah took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, and the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarah was barren; she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarah his daughter-in-law, his son's Abraham's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go in the land of Canaan. They came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Well, like I said, the thing that amazes me is how quickly the people began to plot against the Lord and try to go their own way, but they were stopped. People are still doing that today. I'll turn this over to Mark and have him read this, and hope you all have a blessed day today.
Chapter Genesis 11. The whole earth was full of one language and one speech. It came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they round down the plain of the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. They had said one another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, and some slime had they for mortar. They said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad across the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down into the city, and the tower which children may build it. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them that they have imagined to do.
Finish reading.
Go to us, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may understand one another's speech. So earth scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth. They left off to build the city. Therefore was the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. From thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and begat Arphaxad 2 years old after the flood. And Shem looked after to get Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. Actually lived 35 years, and begat Nimrod. Kirkshad lived after to beget Sallow 403 years, sons and daughters. There, and Salah lived 30 years, beget Eber, and Salah lived after to beget Eber 403 years, and beget sons and daughters. Eber lived 34 years, beget Peleg. Eber lived, and after beget Peleg 430 years, beget sons and daughters, and Peleg lived 30 years, beget Reshu. Peleg lived after beget Reshu 209 years, and beget sons and daughters. Reshu lived after beget Serach 207 years, beget son and daughter. Sarah lived 30 years, beget Nahor. She lived after beget Nahor 200 years, beget son and daughters. Nahor lived 20 years, beget Terah. Taylor lived after beget Terah 119 years, beget sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years, beget Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. 119 years, beget sons and daughters. Terah lived 70 years, beget Abram, Nahor, and Haran. These are generations of Terah. Terah beget Abraham, Nahor, and Haran beget Lot. Haran died before his father Terah in the land of Nodidi. Ur the Chaldees, Abram and Nahor took their wives. Abraham's wife was Sarah, the name of Nachor's wife, Milcah, daughter of Haran, the daughter of the face of Micah, the family of Isaac. Sarah was barren, she had no child, and Terah took Abraham's son. Lot, the son of Haran, his son, Sarah's daughter-in-law, his son Abraham's wife, and they went forward with him for the Chaldees. She was in the land of Canaan, coming to Haran to dwell there. Abram, all the days, Terah, 205 years, and Terah died